Hey Capricorn, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your March 2023 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, Capricorn, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so what I'm getting here intuitively for you, Capricorn, is a lot of you have been really staying determined to a goal, to an idea. There may even be expectations here, but I feel that your mind is in need of a rest. Maybe even your body is in need of a rest as well, because I'm getting here through strength and determination and courage. You're not going to give up on some sort of dream or goal, but you may be pushing yourself is what I feel for you. I do sense that there's some change coming in, but you will have to say yes to the opportunities instead of possibly having the expectation of this is how something should be. I'm getting the words here, adaptability and flexibility are going to be very important for you this month. Now let's take a look and see what's showing up here for you. You have pushed through insecurities. Yes. So if you have been really struggling with some sort of challenge, because they're giving me that determination energy. I'm kind of getting the 10 of Wands, so I'll be curious to see if that shows up in your reading. But I'm getting the 10 of Wands, which can be also about pushing through. I'm getting that 9 of Wands as well. So spiritual strength, determination, persistence to not give up on your dreams. But there may be some insecurities with this Cancerian energy that may be holding you back. Maybe you think that you'll never achieve the success that you are heading towards or that you want in your life. Perhaps you have this dream of retirement by a certain age or a certain amount of money. I feel like you're trying to push through those insecurities, but at times you may want to just give up. I feel like there's going to be a breakthrough moment, some sort of change in your world, but it's going to allow for you to be more flexible and adaptable. And I feel like that is a prerequisite for what's coming in here for you. Wow. Okay. We have know your worth and open up to change, which we were just talking about here. So knowing your worth, setting healthy boundaries for yourself, knowing that you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to, even though it may feel like it's an upward battle or upward mountain at times. Know your worth. And I feel like there is positive, whether it's finances, whether it is positive energy when it comes to love, when it comes to healing. I just sense that there's going to be a big payoff or a payout for your efforts. I mean, that can show up in so many different forms. It doesn't have to be a payout where you win the lottery, but it could be a payout for you not giving up on a relationship, or it could be a payout because you've been working on healing maybe some sort of physical ailment within the body, or you've been exercising really hard to get yourself in shape. So I'm just getting that kind of energy that you're putting towards something, but make sure that you allow yourself that relaxation as well. Change is coming in for you, and I feel like it's big change. Now, this could be a change in living environment. It could be relocation. It could be marriage. It could be divorce. It could be a child moving out of the home. I mean, change is inevitable. That is the only thing that is constantly showing up in our worlds. And I feel for you, Capricorn, that this is a really good change, especially because you're stepping into your power. You have this Aries energy that says, step into your power, embrace this change. If you've been on autopilot, because sometimes we have that one track thinking, this is what we want. This is the only way to accomplish it. I will be able to set myself free or liberate when I hit this goal. What if it wasn't just about the goal, right? What if it was about the journey and enjoying the steps along the way and knowing that there can be flexibility, that it doesn't have to just be, one way of doing something. Perhaps, it could be a diet where you are being flexible by listening to what your body is telling you and how your body is reacting versus this is what someone told me I should eat or the type of diet that I must be on. Therefore, that is the only way or the only direction. Because I'm sensing here that someone, whether you or someone around you, may have high expectations, and there's a need here to release or surrender to some sort of control. Okay, by releasing that control, so it wouldn't surprise me to see even the Hanged Man showing up in your reading or putting that guard down a little bit, Seven of Wands. I feel like it'll allow you to step fully into this power and embrace your true authenticity here, Capricorn. Make time for self-love, Libran energy. Take a nap if your body is urging you to rest. If you are craving strawberries or healthy foods or plant-based vegetables, then reach for those instead. If you are wanting to treat yourself to maybe a spa day or a walk in the woods or taking a vacation, allow yourself to fill yourself up with gratitude, self-love. And sometimes that self-love is about diving into the shadow pieces of ourselves. Sometimes that self-love is about taking responsibility for our own healing, for our own triggers, and for our own insecurities. Now, that may not seem at times completely loving and full of self-love and nurturing, but it's not always rainbows and unicorns, Capricorn. This is about you doing what you need to do to feel better physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Next, we have honor your feelings. We are in Pisces season here. So you may be feeling your emotions at times are all over the place. They're all over the spectrum. One day you're high, one day you're low, the next day you're crying, the next day you feel cold or aloof. This is about you honoring those ups and downs because there's a lot of change going on in your world, and with change can bring uncertainty. And that is something that we as humans absolutely fear, is uncertainty at times, but honor those feelings, even if they're up, even if they're down. And lastly here, you have we have assess the situation, attend to the details, and you have be humble. You are a beautiful, beautiful individual inside and out. Okay, you have a very, very loving heart, Capricorn. Be humble with yourself, with those around you. This is about you staying within your own integrity, staying within your own energy here of authenticity and genuine, ethical, and honest vibrations that you're putting out there, because I feel that a lot of you believe in that law of karma, and what you put out there you're going to get back. But some of you have lost faith. You've said, well, I've been working on myself, I've been self-loving me as much as I can, I've been putting out those good vibes, but still that wheel hasn't been spinning. Stay humble. Maybe this is an experience that has offered you one of the big lessons, the biggest lessons of a lifetime, okay? And it's something that your determination, your hard work, and your efforts will absolutely pay off without a doubt. And that's what I was picking up on from the very beginning. There may be some changes showing up that you really need to assess the situation you are in. If this is a relationship that has turned unhealthy, if it's turned sour, or if it needs to be shifted, maybe a little more spontaneity, a little bit more communication. This is your responsibility to take a look at the role you play in the mix. Also, assessing the situation can be tuning into all of your senses, right? Using your mind's eye, your intuition, your sight, your hearing, trust, your inner knowing as well. And I feel like a lot of you are receiving a lot of information this month, externally, internally. There's a level of awareness that is happening here for you. So pay attention, assess the situation so you can move forward with a clear knowing of your path, of your destination. But enjoy it along the way. You have here, attend to the details. So I'm getting here, some of you may be looking over a contract. It could be, mileage, whether it's a flight. There could be miles showing up here for flights. This could be hotel reservations. It could be times as well, because someone may have, I'm getting overlapping times or overlapping appointments on the calendar, or maybe an appointment that you had forgot to jot down. So I'm just getting here, attend to the details, because sometimes when we have a lot of change going on, we can feel a little bit scattered, and we may miss important details or things that we kind of check out of, or we just forget. So I do feel that there are going to be times that you'll have to double check, make sure your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted. So let's dive in, Capricorn, and see what's showing up here from the tarot. And I was feeling that Chariot energy, 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, very strong. I'm also getting a lot of water in your energy as well. So let's take a look, Capricorn, and see where you are at. Ooh, I love it. You have the sun smack dab in the middle of your reading. So some of you may be heading towards sunshine, you may be traveling, or you're definitely going towards more abundance. Like I said, your hard work is paying off. There's that Hanged Man that we talked about earlier. This is about releasing control. It's about surrendering and being more flexible and adaptable. So all of those beautiful words we used earlier show up in the energy of the Hanged Man. And with surrendering, it's going to allow you to see things from a different perspective. Once you're able to see things from a different perspective, remain flexible, remain adaptable, you're going to head directly towards your abundance, your sunshine. Okay. And this is a beautiful card about good health, success, happiness, enjoying every moment along the way. And that's what the journey is about, right? If the sun were to come out, let's say it was going to be gloomy every single day, and the forecast said Monday through Friday, gloomy weather, and then that sun comes out on Saturday, we may have grown so accustomed to that 5-day forecast of gloomy weather that we tend to just hide inside when that sun comes out, right? This is about you being able to embrace every moment along the way and not getting stuck in some sort of routine or conditioning or thought process or pattern that holds you back from enjoying the abundance when it's available to you. So really powerful energy coming in. Let's see what else here. Wheel of Fortune. I love it. Wheel of Fortune combined with the sun is exactly what I said. Payout, payoff, good fortune, abundance. Some of you may be hitting the jackpot in a sense, whatever that may mean for you. When this Wheel of Fortune card shows up, it's destiny, fate, intervening to have this huge turning point in your life. Instead of repeating some sort of cycle, instead of feeling like you're on the bad luck train, things are starting to show up here for you in a very powerful way. 6 of Wands, card of success. I love it. This is fortune. It's fame. It's accomplishment, achievement, victory, public recognition as well. So other people are noticing you for your hard work and your efforts, especially if you felt like things have slipped under the rug in the past, or maybe other people were taking the accomplishments that you've worked towards. I don't feel like that's happening any longer. This is about your hard work paying off and people noticing and recognizing you. You can see here that these lemurs are looking up to this beautiful lemur on the edge because this lemur has a voice. They are expressing themselves. They are a leader, and there's high applause coming in. So if you are wanting that position at work, if you're wanting to get that job or build your clientele list within your business, this is the month for you to do so. 7 of Swords. There may have been some sneaky, shady energy behind the scenes, but I am sensing here that it's allowed and caused a lot of change. Absolutely, a lot of change. But most importantly, what it's done, Capricorn, is allowed you to know your worth. It's allowed you to see the light and the dark, the duality, right? The good and the bad. But instead of you shutting your heart down or shutting yourself away or down from a situation, it's actually empowered you and inspired you to not give up. It's like when somebody says you cannot do something and that stubborn mind comes in and say, yes, I can, right? When you tell a child that they can't have a cookie, what do? Go to the cookie jar. I feel like there's a rebellious energy within you, Capricorn, where you are not letting anyone take credit for your energy, for your work, for your job well done. You have Queen of Pentacles. You are abundant. Wow, this Queen of Pentacles has been showing up for a lot of signs. And we may see things showing up where you manifest abundance quickly in the month of March. She's the most resourceful, the most abundant, and the most financially secure queen of all the queens, right? And when I mean financially secure, she may have money coming in. She may have her time, her energy, her efforts towards what assets or what will bring her the most financially lucrative income down the road even. So even right now you may be saying, Melissa, I'm not necessarily as financially secure as you're saying this Queen of Pentacles is. However, Capricorn, what are you spending your time and energy on? Because it certainly has the potential to really grow into something quite abundant, especially with that sun. You have Two of Wands here. This is exactly that energy of someone else taking credit for your work and finding new solutions to plan around. Have a new plan. Instead of going straight A to Z and going in one direction, you're finding some detours. And I feel like you are finding ways to, I don't want to say cut corners because you've already done the work, but you're using the work that you've done to cut corners, if that makes sense. So again, it doesn't mean that you haven't done the work and you're just going to cut corners and you're going to win, right? It's you've already put in the work, you've already done it, but now how can you utilize that energy of what you've learned in the past in order for you to come out ahead? And that's what I'm feeling here for you with this Two of Wands. Next, you have the Page of Wands, brand new beginning. There may be some news. There may be a message coming in for you, Capricorn. This is about you staying curious, staying inquisitive. Yes, there may be certain things that you are not as experienced in as you would like, but that is the energy of that childlike eagerness, right? To keep going, to reach for that cookie jar or that cookie in that cookie jar because there is, a sweet goal at the end of it. And I feel like you have this determination, this rebellion energy to say, yes, I can, even when the rest of the world says, no, you can't. King of Cups and the Tower. Oh, I love this. I actually love the Tower showing up in your reading because as I've been saying in your energy, you have this Aquarius energy of opening up to change, and change is coming in for you, but it's for the better. This Tower moment, it could be an awakening, a reckoning. It could be a complete shattering of the old. Why and how? Because you've emotionally evolved. You've matured. You have opened your heart chakra to a new way of being, a new way of doing. You've opened yourself up to this supportive, emotionally intelligent, patient, compassionate being that you are, that's been there all along. But sometimes societal standards, family traditions or conditions, right? Trauma or relationships tend to add on layer upon layer, telling us maybe we're not good enough or we can't do it or you won't succeed. But when this Tower shows up, I feel like this is a shattering of a belief system. This is an awakening that's going to offer you freedom to really head towards what is more emotionally fulfilling on all levels. Whether it's a relationship where something happens within that relationship that frees you to open up and give the highest energy of love or to attract the highest energy of love possible. Whether it is a job ending or a situation that comes to, a boiling point in order for you to open yourself up fully to this new beginning. So a lot of changes and shifts happening here for you. I'm just going to pull a card. One more card here to clarify this King of Cups and Tower coming in together. Let's take a look and see what this King of Cups and Tower. I feel good, I will say, especially with this energy surrounding you. It kind of goes hand in hand with everything we've been talking about. What else do we have? Final energy for Capricorn. You have the Three of Wands. Yeah, you're moving forward. Remember, you go from the Two of Wands to, instead of sitting on your perch, instead of sitting in your comfort zone or staying in a place that may be less than ideal, you can't see from a higher perspective. You can't see beyond. It limits your opportunities when you stay on your perch. The Tower comes in to offer you that opportunity to spread your wings and fly. When you look at these birds here, that's what's happening. He can no longer be on that perch because he has an opportunity coming in to spread his wings and see what he's truly made of, to see what his life can truly be when he puts that energy towards forward movement. And that's what's happening here for you. Oh, I love this. This is a really powerful reading, Capricorn. It's going to be a big month of change. And it may be they're giving me, say that again? I feel like this has come up a couple of times, but I haven't heard it for a long time, but I have heard it in the past. Spontaneous combustion. So spontaneous, so spontaneity, things coming together here where it could be a spontaneous act or an aha moment. And then a combustion is something that just boom, it comes out like that tower and it combusts everything that may have been held together. And that's good because this is going to offer you to get off that perch and fly, spread those wings. So spontaneous combustion, what a beautiful word. Even though it can sound a little daunting, Capricorn, you're embracing this change. So know your worth. Even if you don't feel like you're embracing the change right away, it's something that you absolutely will be able to see for the better. And I feel sooner rather than later. Let's take a look and get messages from your spiritual team, the light beings, guides. We have unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Wow. This is the energy of detachment. So some of you, this is a huge karmic cycle or a streak of bad luck that may have been flittering around in your energy, but you have that wheel of fortune. So things are going to start changing for the better here for you. And I feel like that tower is a positive change. And it's something that if you really look inward, if you really tune in to your intuition, and you may be fearful saying, well, oh my gosh, what's the tower? What does that mean for me? If you tune in and give yourself a moment of silence, Capricorn, I can guarantee you already know what needs to come crumbling in your world. Okay, you already know what that tower is. The initiation, rite of passage. That's what the tower is. It's a rite of passage for you to cross the threshold into this brand new energy of light, of abundance, of fortune. Yes, you've been through the storm. Yes, things have been rocky, cloudy, stormy, difficult, challenging. But this tower comes in for you to bust through that obstacle, which has been a very, very big one. I feel like it's been very ongoing for you as well. But this is something that's going to alter and shift for the better. Trust your path. First and foremost here, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Because you are supported. Even though this tower comes crumbling down, you have this new path, this new direction to follow your heart. Where is your heart leading? What is it that you are wanting? That will give you insight as well into what this is crumbling upon you in order for you to take this path of enlightenment, this spiritual path of awakening here. I really love this for you. And I feel like you're going in search of your happiness, your abundance. What else do we have here for Capricorn, please? They're saying 2 more. Okay. Let's take a look and see what is showing up for Capricorn. Oh, I love this. Look at this, Capricorn. It's the tower. It says the crumbling. What are you clinging to? So you know, I keep hearing here, you know what this is. A lot of you already know what this tower is. You may already be feeling the energies of the tower. There could be an external circumstance around you. It could be a job. It could be a relationship. It could be a health issue. It could be, anything in your outer world, but most importantly, it could be something within your inner world that is shifting. It could be, again, that belief system that is being knocked down, tore away for you to open yourself up beyond what you could have ever imagined, right? This is you not clinging to, because look at that. I'm just going to tune into this card here. Capricorn, if you take a look at that tower, you would never know what's on the other side if it weren't opening up to some sort of crumble or change, right? So you can see what's beyond that tower it reminds me of the land before time when all the dinosaurs get to the land, right? The land of, I forget what the land is called. Is it the land before time? I'm not sure. But when they go through the threshold and they walk through the cave, which is precisely what this is here. And it almost looks like that too. When they walk through the cave and then boom, out in the opening here is this land beyond. Now, this may sound a little bit unicorns, fairies, and woo-woo, But this is an energy, and that's what this is here. It carries this energy of so much more. It carries this energy here of abundance and gratitude and love and fortune, things that you weren't able to see before because you may have been stuck in that cycle, that wheel, that never-ending hamster wheel, right? And your final card is Lemuria, and I feel like every single one of you have received this, a lot of signs, and I do recommend you check out your rising and your moon sign, because that can give you a big picture. And these readings are absolutely brilliant little pieces of nuggets from spirit. So you may want to check those out as well. But a lot of signs have received Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. And as we just talked about this story, right? The initiation, you going through this storm, going through the threshold, don't hang on to what's in this tunnel because it's dark and it's dungy and it's musky and you don't want to be there anyway, right? You want to come out on the other side. You're determined to come out on the other side. And what you find is this is what you've been working towards here. Don't cling to it, because on the other side is Lemuria here, heaven on earth. I'm just loving this for you. I hope this resonates, Capricorn, especially for those of you that have gone through a difficult phase. There's a surrender here, a complete surrender called for. Now, there was another sign that received this for their monthly reading as well. I forget which sign it was, but I do feel like a complete surrender is what's called for at this time. Know your worth, honor your feelings, and don't resist this beautiful transformative change that is showing up in your world to create that heaven on earth. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here, Capricorn. Lots of love.